one of my biggest mistake I made in investing was to sell NIO too soon. I remember I bought NIO. See, I bought NIO when it was at $5, and that was in early 2020, and then it was actually $5, and then when it got to about, I think was about 13 or $15, I sold the stock because I thought, I mean, I've made money at that time. I made about $10,000, and I thought maybe that's it. But then the stock kept going up to $56. So had I all the stock, I would have made triple, almost six times that. So I made about $80,000 instead of $10,000. So that was my biggest regret ever. But fast forward, of course, when it went to that highest price, I thought maybe the stock right now. I mean, at that point, it was by December, 2020, it was too much. I couldn't afford to buy at that point. I thought it's too the valuation was too high. But we look at the NIO chart. NIO came down right now to about $5 again, almost, and then now it trades about 7.56. So you might be asking, for people who don't know what NIO is. NIO actually is a Chinese company that does make auto. So NIO is design, develop, manufactures, and sells smart electric vehicle in China. It offers a 5 and 6 seater electric SUV, as well as a smart electric sedan. Right. The company also offers a power solution, including power homes, a home charging solution, power swap, battery swapping service, power charger destination, and also they offer mobile charging. They use the vans to deliver charging whatever you're going to be. Let's say, for example, you get stuck on the highway, they can send those SUV, the van, with the charging capacity that they will charge you. So they offer all this service. And this company, of course, is a Chinese company. They make this car. At one point, they used to call it a Tesla of China. Before China, they were more competitor in China, and I think that name kind of disappeared because there are so many other EV companies in China. So if we look at this stock itself, right? Look at the NIO ADR. You might be asking, for people who don't know what ADR is essentially is an American depository receipt. So because this stock is a Chinese company and it trades on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, but in order for you to buy in America, in the US, or any other place like in Canada, this stock, they have to kind of have a structure of depository receipt, and these are the structures have been around in 1930s. So for foreign companies like in China, Chinese companies or European companies, they can be traded on New York Stock Exchange, where NIO actually is traded. So you can buy this Chinese company, which NIO is very popular actually, and then for right now is about 7.56. And if we look at the after hours, it went up by half a point, so will be about 760. And volume, look at the volume, is about 61 million. So it's like a lot of volume. Daily average is about day range, of course, was 7 to 7.99. So these are all the metric for NIO. But we on this video today, I want to talk about valuation of NIO. What analysts expecting. You'll see the numbers and you'll be very happy to see NIO if you're a short-term or long-term investor who is looking for buy NIO. Like, I'm thinking to go back to hold position NIO, and so I was looking at these numbers and I want to share with you. So by the way, if it's your first time, just make sure you subscribe on this channel. I talk about the numbers when I do research about these stocks, and also I do talk about passive income ETF that does cover call and generate monthly income. So if you're also interested in those, check. I have a lot of video on those in the US and Canada as well. So we look at the market price at this today. NIO has market cap of 12.6 billion, so about 13 billion. At one point it was really, really high. We look at the price per earning ratio is about -6. EPS, earning per share price is a 8. Revenue is 49 billion, and we'll look at these numbers in detail. We have I have another graph actually will show you the numbers and why the analysts what analysts are thinking about this stock, what the valuation this stock is going to be. You'll be amazed by the numbers, by the way. Just hang on. Look at 1 year price target. That mean price change. It came right now as for 1 year. I mean, it fall about 60%. So that's a pretty good. Even if it goes back to where it is, not the number that I'm going to give you, but even if it goes to where it was a year ago at 60%, I mean you have about 60% gain. We look at the average volume, and we look at the major news surrounding NIO and other EVs in China. Because yesterday I made a video about Tesla. By the way, if you wanna check that video, just look at the link below. What Tesla valuation was, because this is a kind of competitor. But of course, this is China, and of course, Tesla is in North America and Europe. So here are the news, main ones, right? Analysis watched closely as the Chinese EV battle for market share in Europe, as I say, right? Because they're going to expand not only in China, but they're going to ask permission so they can have that market share in Europe. Not in North America yet, because America it's a little bit there's more regulatory, so they're not coming to the North America like Canada and the US. Not now, but right in Europe, more friendly, they're going to have that market share soon, and the NIO is one of them. And look, NIO Inc. reports May deliver results. Sell deep, new models set to drive future growth. So there's a future growth. I'll show the numbers. They're very attractive, very good numbers. We look at the NIO Inc. delivers 6,155 EV in May. Those are the number they deliver in May. So those are the main news about NIO and EV in general in China. When we look at, I've already told you what NIO is. They have a bunch of services. I've read those services, but we look at that analysis. Before we go to the actual numbers, how much NIO is going to be, let's look at here. Let's look at the metric. So financial forecast for NIO. Revenue this year was 84 billion, or 75% up, and that's why the stock is kind of coming back again to be start doing well. Revenue next year, look at this, from 84 next year 121 billion. So that was 43% up from 84. Of course, it's a good news. That means they're going to make more money. So it's a good news. Earning per share, it's EPS, it's lower but better than what it was this year, because from 8 to 6, meaning it's better than last year or this year. We'll look at EPS. EPS next year is about minus 91 from minus 6. That's a huge number difference, right? We'll look at the revenue. Look at all these numbers. Everything is green. 2023, 71. 24 will be 43. When we look at 25 forecast, revenue growth will be about 26. It's going to be 19, 2026, 2027. So everything, it looks forward for 5 years. It looks all green. We'll look at EPS. So EPS, earning per share growth, we look at this is no number of 2025, but by 2027 is looking at 58% up. So we're looking forward 5 years from now, NIO stock will be great, and because of these numbers, actually, I'm going to show you, according to analysts, one number NIO is going to be. It's going to be amazing. If it turns out to be good, you're going to be a millionaire even if you invest your $10,000 today, and that's his forecast. We don't know if it's going to materialize to that, but we'll see. We'll look at the revenue growth. Look at this chart. From 20 lowest is going to be by 2027 will be 29, but the highest will be 38. So overall, you can see here is all good numbers. Revenue growth. We got revenue forecast by 2025. Look at that. Let's look at the next year, because the market always look at forward, not rear view mirror. They always look at the windshield, like you're looking forward, right? Not, we don't look backward in order for stock to be to do well, right? So we look at all the numbers in 2025, 2026, 2027. They're pretty good. And by the way, I'm reading this from a stock analysis website. It's just called stockanalysis.com. We look at EPS, earning per share forecast. Look at that. So it's forecast on average will be about by 2024. We see 91 from 2023 about 60. So it's going to be up. It's going raise up. On average will be 181, and then it's going 2025, 2026, 391, 2027, 6. By 26 it will double, will almost triple what it was. Because look at this, it's minus 1 2020, 2021. By 2027, that would have been, that's 5 years from now. That means it went up double, right? Actually, yeah. So from, yeah, that's a double from my negative 6 to 6 plus. So it's a pretty good numbers. So because of these numbers, these are the number on the forecast. Because of these good numbers, are looking forward for NIO stock. Guess what price is going to be? You'll be amazed. You'll be surprised. Look at the price target. Analyst price target, and NIO will be about 101, right? Which is about 1,237% upside. So the lowest price NIO is, the analysts are thinking the lowest price will be about 48. Price of today was only 7, but the lowest price, the prediction will be about $48. And this is USD, by the way, and the highest will be 179. So the average analysts consensus is about 101. So regardless, even if NIO goes to, so let's say for example you buy today at $7, even if NIO goes to like a $14, that's a double your money. So if it goes to like, let's say 24, right? 7, 7, let's say 8, right? So 7, 14, and it goes to 21. Even if it goes to 21, that's a 3x your money. So number of analysts who have came up with this number, right? Because there's a, it's kind of metric that I use based on the number that I showed you on this website right here. See these numbers? Based on this number, NIO is looking, it has a bright future. But we look at the just technical for trading. Look, it's all about, it's been just selling, strong sell, strong sell. But we look at the metric for long term, 5 years from now, that's a target for NIO is going to be, so that's a pretty good. Oh, that's it. So I came across this number because I was doing research on NIO stock, and see if it's a good stock for me to buy. And I came across this number, and I thought these numbers are very good for me to share with you. So again, if you like my content, just make sure you hit the thumb up, and if it's your first time, just make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button, because I'm going to release this type of videos, give you the stocks that I'm thinking are a good buy, but again, this is just for your entertainment, not financial advice. Thank you. Next video.